D'Amato once told him, your greatest asset can become your greatest weakness. Really on the canvas.
Mills Lane said stop that nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes.
Mike Tyson earned close to $400 million in his career. $400 million. That's not a typo, and that's not adjusted for inflation exaggeration. That's roughly what he made, fight after fight, at his peak. By 2003, he was $23 million in debt. Not broke. Worse than broke. Negative. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how someone can earn $400 million and still end up owing money. Because the pattern isn't unique to Mike Tyson. It's a pattern most people fall into on a smaller scale, with their own paychecks every single month. He didn't lose it in one bad investment. He didn't get scammed in a single afternoon. He spent 15 years doing it. One gold bathtub, one pet tiger, one yes at a time. Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old. Within a year, he held all 3 major boxing titles at once, something no one had ever done simultaneously before. Money followed fast. By the early 1990s, Tyson had signed a pay-per-view deal worth $120 million, worth roughly $300 million today. At his financial peak, Tyson wasn't just living well, he was living in a way that's hard to fully picture. He owned a mansion with over 50 rooms. He kept exotic pets, including Bengal tigers that cost tens of thousands of dollars each to acquire, and hundreds of thousands more every year just to feed and care for. And that's before we even get to the gold-plated bathtub. Yes, an actual bathtub, plated in gold, reportedly worth around $2 million, bought as a gift. Tyson didn't travel with a couple of assistants. At times, his entourage numbered over 50 people, all being paid, housed, and gifted on his dime. Cars weren't just bought for himself. He handed out Ferraris and Rolls Royces to friends as gifts, spending millions on vehicles in a single stretch of the mid-90s alone. Here's the part most people miss. Tyson wasn't only spending money. Money was also being taken from him. His promoter at the time is widely reported to have taken as much as half of Tyson's fight earnings, while relatives of his promoter were reportedly paid 6-figure sums annually for vague consulting roles they didn't meaningfully perform. On top of the spending, Tyson faced a costly divorce settlement and years out of the ring after a 1992 conviction, meaning years without fight income, while expenses never slowed down. By 2003, at just 37 years old, Tyson filed for bankruptcy. Nearly $400 million had passed through his hands over the course of his career. He was left $23 million in debt. In his own words, reflecting on it years later, he described that version of his life as reckless, almost like it belonged to someone else entirely. Tyson earned more in a single fight than most people earn in a lifetime, and still ended up in debt. Because how much you earn has almost nothing to do with how much you keep. A high income with no plan behind it doesn't build wealth. It just delays the moment you notice there's no plan. Now, you and I probably haven't spent $2 million on a bathtub, but the pattern underneath this story shows up in ordinary paychecks all the time, just with smaller numbers. Every raise, bonus, or windfall most people get comes with a quiet temptation. Upgrade the car, upgrade the apartment, upgrade the lifestyle. Tyson did this at a scale of hundreds of millions. Most people do a smaller version of the exact same thing every time their salary goes up, and end up feeling just as stretched as before, just with nicer things. Imagine your paycheck arrives and before you even see it, half has already gone to someone who convinced you they were handling things for you. You never even got the chance to make a bad decision with that half. It was made for you. The people around Tyson had every incentive to keep him spending and not asking too many questions about where his money was going. This isn't unique to boxing. It shows up anytime someone else is managing your money, your investments, or your business, and has more to gain from your inaction than your oversight. Every yes, every gift, every hire, every favor funded feels small in the moment. It's never one big decision that causes the damage. It's hundreds of small ones that never get added up until it's too late. Mike Tyson's story isn't really about boxing or fame, or even about him specifically. It's about what happens when money moves faster than judgment does. Something that can happen with $400 million or with $4,000. The good news? This story didn't end in 2003. Tyson rebuilt. Podcasts, business ventures, new income streams, proof that a financial collapse doesn't have to be the final chapter.
Fortunes don't collapse because of the money. They collapse because of who's watching it. If this helped you see money a little differently, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos.